Hey, what's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? All right. I got a little delay. I can hear myself. Good thing. Nothing worse than going on and then can't even be heard. Well, I made it to 1,000 subscribers, so thanks a lot. Thanks, John, for helping push me over the edge. Appreciate that. And of course, all the other guys that helped out as well. Well, today we have a superhero I grew up with. Grew up watching all the series, all the shows, whatever you want to call them. And that was Superman. And Christopher Reeve played him for a very long time. Enjoyed all the superhero, Superman shows, the Lois and Clark and to the Henry Cavill movie ones, so. But this one is a true childhood superhero that I had. Probably one of the first. He was probably the most popular back in the day, so. And of course, just want to thank a fellow collector out there, D-Rock. Thanks for hooking it up. Appreciate it. Finished building another case today, so that was good. We'll show that later if you guys want to see it. But I just got to add the light strips around. Just doing one case at a time, you know what I mean? So, hey, Mr. Popo, glad you made it. Random Korean, glad you made it. Jojo, thanks for stopping by, man. Toy Mafia, thanks for coming, man. Course Vision, thanks a lot, man. Glad you guys made it. So, let's start this thing. Just gonna start opening it up here, I guess, like I normally do. And then we'll move it to the stand. So, really fast shipping on this piece. It shipped like this week and arrived today. I was finishing up my case today, so I wanted to finish that first. And this one is number 273 out of 500. It's always hard to see. You got to see them like at an angle or in the light. Looking at these. Oh God, there is a bug right there. Oh, he doesn't want to die. He came with the bug, though. He's half alive over there. Let me get a tissue. I didn't know you guys didn't sign up for a killing on here, but thanks, D-Rock. Appreciate that. Got some guts on the box too, so I'm sure that's at least a few dollars return, you know. let's check this for more bugs before we open this, because I don't want bugs running around. That's probably what happens when you live in the woods, huh, D-Rock? I'm from the backwoods of New Hampshire, so I know bugs. And look at that. That is none other than Christopher Reeve himself, just shrunk down in 1/3 scale. How awesome is that? Well, let's open it first before we say it's actually Christopher Reeve, you know? Funny thing is, I have these like lizards living in my mailbox. I have like a lizard, and I always seem to bring a bug back in with my mail. So now I'm like looking through my mail, shaking my mail out. Another time, of course, there was a frog on there, a lizard on there. So it's been a while since I actually opened up something, it seems. All these statues are delayed, and maybe it's a good thing they're delayed. Seeing how a certain piece is very expensive. The new T800 battle damage. Man, that was a little expensive. So, I'm thinking about maybe canceling, because I have 2 different Arnold T800s on pre-order by Blitzway. So maybe if I just cancel both of those, because I got the rooted hair version, and then I got the there's a sneak peek of them, and then I got like the battle damage version, the regular, and I kind of just want to keep that one, because that one's like a full battle damage, kind of like Queen's original bust that they did. The base, yeah, the base is underneath here. There we go. Let's see. Then we got the base in the box. Got some good weight to it. Number 273. Here's the snow base. So, and then got a good deal on this. There is, like a blemish down here, but of course, I was told. But we're gonna do a little hack, if you guys want to stick around for that. And it involves a cheese grater, so you might not want to miss that. Oh, let me put this down. And we're gonna make our own snow. How about that? See here, we do it all. We will fix them, we will paint them, and now we'll customize and fix again. Why not? There's the clear resin icicles, little snow at the bottom, like a dusting. And let's well, we'll go to the base now. I just put the first one on. And of course here's the second one. It looks the same as the first. So let's pan over to our all right. Magnet, of course. It looks like, almost looks like a little yellowish, like Crypto's piss. Just peed on it. And he's got like potent pee, you know? So he melted and burned that snow. So I didn't know everything. There isn't anything to put together on this statue. He's got his mighty pose. So let's, I'll show you guys how he's in the box. It's like a little coffin for him. That majestic pose. And his vampire wings wrapped around him. Alright, well, let's get him out of the box, huh? And I always like these JND pegs. They're a nice, solid peg, and it's nicely done. Not, you know, it's beveled. Just a nice peg. An extra step they had to take, and I'm just amazed at this. I always thought this was a costume that he was wearing. But it's all like sculpted up. It looks just like he's wearing a costume. It's crazy. Alright, I wasn't trying to kiss you, man. Alright, alright. Yep. There, like that, I think. Forgot to see where his other thing was. Let's see here. He's a little tall. Now we can go up. We'll get a little closer too, actually. Hey, what's up, Casual? Glad you made it. No, no 4 hours today, man. He's all together. What can I do? Oh yeah, we got the hack though. We're gonna do a little hack here. If you guys want to stick around for it. Well, we'll try some different views of this. Got the Superman emblem on the back. It's a nice material. It's doubled up, so it feels thicker, you can see. So it's just not one single piece of cape, you know, material. It's doubled up to give it, and it gives it a more premium feel to it. Something like that. He's got the slick back hair. He's got product in his hair. But yeah, man, that's a young Christopher Reeve. He's got sculpted sideburns. He's got a little piece of styrofoam. And the best thing about needing to fix like your snow base, you can fix it with what they give you right out of the box. And I'll show you guys. I'll give you a show. Where the hell did I do with it? Oh. And the styrofoam that it came with, it might even be better. This is a different type of styrofoam, just something I had. So, and then of course the cheese grater. And we're gonna grate the snow and make our own. And kind of pre-did it. Let's see. That's not cocaine, that is snow. Here's the grater. I like to use the fine one. It's multi-purpose, you know? But we can make our own snow drifts. We can just scrape it along it. And the other style styrofoam is actually better. It's more white, we'll say. But I just wanted to... I couldn't quickly find... Oh, well, what's this? Couldn't quickly find it, so... And I had a bunch of this stuff, so... Anyway. And there's other stuff you could do, but... I don't really want to secure anything to it. You know. But maybe one day, you know, I use something better, use better stuff. You know, I thought about you could mix it up in some glue, pre-do it, just to hold stuff together. And then lay it on there once it's dry. There was like this canned snow you can put, but you know, I don't want to get anything that's got any moisture on there. So just something dry that I want to put on there. And then once you got you know, and then just anything that's bigger, you can pick it out. see here. Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Casual, this is a nice Superman, but he sold and now I have, so win-win. You got to enjoy it and pass it on. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to cancel some stuff in order to probably maybe get other stuff. But I'm kind of holding out as far as that T800 goes. You know, I really want a yeah, I think it would be better if this was but you can actually add extra, you know, and when I get some more, maybe that's what I would do, is just rather than in one clumpy area, you can kind of make it more and more areas. So I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. But if we get an exact piece that would fit in there, maybe and gluing it together, you know, maybe you can do that. But you could really do the whole where he's kind of more standing in it to give even more like a real look to it. I mean, it is Christmas. Just not in Florida. No snow in Florida, so I had to make it snow. You know? And okay. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the whole there's Superman song. Now, who sees any defects now? I don't. Yeah, I do like the clean version. It's wonderful. The base is a lot better than the new one. The new one is it's a mixture of a few different stages. The glasses, if you wanted to call that, you know, they just threw those in, whatever, but that's not from either stage. You know, of course, the eye's on the wrong side. The jacket kind of looks cheap. It's much cheaper looking than this clean version jacket. The clean version, it's literally a real jacket. It's got lining, it's got everything. So that's what I would want on that other one. If you look at the damage arm on the endo, or the endo part, it's just, you see the color of the inner material and it looks terrible. That's why people thinking it's fake, because it kind of looks cheap even though it's leather. I don't want to see the brown. I just want to see like black in there. Yeah, man, these Lazy Susans are great. All my biggest pieces are like the one that you see here, 16 inch. War Tank is on one of those. War Tank is a heavy, heavy, heavy statue. And he's on just one. Works just fine. Anyway, that's the snow. Forgot we were looking at that. And then we can go in for more close-ups. Just to give you a sneak peek, there's the other case I built. Right there. And there's the other shelf down there. And I'm just going around the room. Around, around, around. There's Arnold. And then I'll fill up that corner. And then I got another case there. But that's the new case. This case is much taller. This one will probably fit, or definitely fit, the Queen Studios Jet Power. That's where I think I'm going to put him, right on the top shelf there. Let me make this a little taller. There, so we can get a nice look at him. And he's got some really nice blue eyes. I mean, he's got these piercing eyes. Looks really nice, I think. Hey, Ramo, glad you made it, man. But that really looks like him. I don't normally buy these like sentimental type pieces. You know, not much base, not much going on. I like, this figure is kind of like his chest up. You're looking at, the Superman, maybe the outfit, but your focal is mainly on that area in his face, so I like looking at a lot of different things. Like the Thor, for example. He's an awesome looking character, but he's got awesome things on his arms, throughout his whole body. The base, there's so much to look at. So that's what I mean by those types of pieces. I like those. But I would have zero connection to Thor other than playing the game. So, a lot more connection to Superman, obviously, when I was a kid. I wonder if you can probably pull his head right out of here. If you need to maybe fix the cape or something, I don't know. Because these usually just plop right in. And then we'll get a better look, just quickly, seeing how closer of the snow look. Like literally, you could. The type of styrofoam he came with is a better styrofoam. It's a little more white, so I'd want to match it. Or you could paint stuff white first, but that looks pretty white. The stuff I had was a different type, so. But you could really put some on his feet, like he's really standing in the snow. You know? Or just not put anything and deal with the little blemish. Totally up to you. Makes no difference either way for me, so. But that's it for the unboxing, guys. Got to show you a couple things. Oh no, I don't know what happened, if it came like that or what. I'm not even sure. So, but there's a couple different things, ideas. You could actually make some more hardened stuff. You could actually just paste some stuff in there and make it more permanent. But at that point, you'd have to, you know, match it more, or it would maybe still stick out. But you paint it white or whatever. Yeah, these glass eyes really bring the life into the statue. I mean, that looks very lifelike. I mean, it looks good just on the screen of my tablet. It looks amazing. So, he's a good character to have. I'm going to actually put him next to my 1/3 Patterson. I'll have them like pair together, or maybe put him in the middle of the Batman Bale and Patterson. But I'm amazed at this costume, that it's fully sculpted. I mean, that's just insane to me. I'm gonna even get even closer and like really look at this costume. And then the hands are silicone. He's got both those hands, full silicone. But literally all sculpt. When I first saw this, I thought it was an outfit. I mean, it's even got the stitching on the waist, this area. It's got the stitching and everything. I mean, if you're looking at this from here, any position you look at this thing, you know what I mean is how close or far, you can be right on top of it, and it still looks like a real knitted or spandex or whatever you want to call it costume. We'll see his oh, he's even got the stitching in the back. Look at that. Look at that stitching. But it's not stitching. It's all the way down, like the underwear. Everywhere looks like real. All the paintings and the lines, whether you look at it from 6 inches or 10 feet like the PCS rule. The rule of thumb is you should only look at these at least 10 feet away. And it's optimal viewing angle. Or more. The farther, the better the piece is. So, it's kind of like a girl. Distance is her best friend. It's got the little curl, Superman curl. I always laughed when I was a kid, like Clark Kent version versus the Superman version. No glasses, no curl. I'm Clark Kent. Take those off. Curl comes. Appears. Hey, what's up, Graydon? Well, that's Superman. Just wanted to thank everyone for stopping by. And Saturday, so something else is going to be going on. Hope everyone has a good evening, and hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving. It's a nice long weekend. So, thanks, Ramo. We know Vision, the Out of Space Collector, right? Hey, thanks, Toy Mafia, man. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'd do if I was the Out of Space Collector, though. I wouldn't be able to get half my list. Just waiting. The next piece coming up is the T-Rex. That's coming up. Well, that'll be shipping at the end of the year, like next month. But they said we would get it like towards the end of January. You know, because of the shipping or whatever. Because I wrote them. They were nice. They replied quickly. Wrote their customer service. They got back very quickly, like the next day. So. Alright, guys. You know, I'll take